Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Remember, if you have any comments or suggestions, hit us up at worshipandtributenerd@gmail.com. This week on the show, it's part 1 of a 2-part series where we talk about the Fast and Furious franchise. How are we going to settle this, guys? A race.
Quarter mile at a time.
All right.
Quarter mile at a time, you know what I mean?
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, a.k.a. Rickshaw, and welcome to Worship and Tribute Nerd. Today, we are doing the most furious franchise of all time. The Fast. And we're going to try to get through it a quarter mile at a time. But because my notes are fucking loaded, bro.
It's so crazy that you have that many notes.
I know, that's what I was thinking, man.
Like, there's so many cool things in the movies. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's crazy to me that you have that many notes.
Well, you know what? I decided after we did the Star Wars thing that I forgot too many things.
I took notes on the first one, but then like since I had to marathon them so fast after that, I didn't take notes on the others. I just watched them.
Anyways, I'm here with my shitty friends. Everybody introduce yourself.
I'm Fuzz.
I'm Juan.
I'm Rabbit.
Anyways, today, before the video starts, hit the subscribe button.
It's right here.
Hit it. I think it's over there.
It's down?
Is it over there?
We're mirrored.
No, it's probably down there,
It's
honestly.
over there?
Hit this
All right.
somewhere in this area.
This one.
All right, let's get into it. So I watched all of them. Who all didn't get through all of them?
I didn't get through all of them because I have a hard time watching.
That's the way I started feeling.
But
I watched all of them with no problem.
Rabbit watched them. You didn't fall asleep, did you? Like
Nope.
you did on Rise of
Hell no,
Skywalker.
I did not fall asleep at any of them.
I fell asleep
I actually had an erection in
by texting me, which is good.
That's
Dude,
what-
entire
so
time.
hard.
Rabbit puts on people revving their engines to go to sleep. He's
Oh,
like,
dude, kind of like on kind of like on Gone in 60 Seconds, where Nick Cage and what's his name get together in the shop and listen to Ferraris and stuff rev their engines.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage and Charlize Theron with blonde dreadlocks. Wasn't that her?
No, dude,
Dude, that was Angelina Jolie.
it was Angie, dude.
I see what you're saying.
Anyways,
We'll
let's
get to
jump.
that. We'll get to that,
Let's
yeah.
get right into it. We're gonna start with the original, The Fast and the Furious, 2001.
Fucking hell.
And
Hell yeah, dude.
we're gonna try something new on this one. The Rotten Tomato score for this one was 53%.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's the best one.
It is the best one.
It's the best
That's
one.
what I think too.
It's so
Since
good.
it's the original, it's the original, I will let you have that one. But
Okay.
I think this is
I mean, I
my
have.
personal opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the very, very,
We might agree.
very best one.
Actually, if
For once, that's weird. I'm gonna have to.
This was also when they were picking out sick music.
They were.
especially
Yeah, the
for
soundtrack-
the
The soundtrack
time.
was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was like aggressive hip hop.
Dude, Saliva.
Saliva, dude, or like techno. They actually
Oh, yeah.
played techno back then.
That whole scene.
who
where
sings
they're-
that "Watch Your Back" song when he's fighting Vince?
Watch your back.
Dude, that song was.
Who sang that song? I don't even know, but that song is
And the tattoos. There were. Jesse had his fingernails painted, and
Yeah.
Vince.
Yeah.
No, not Vince. Yeah.
I
Zach
think Vince had
Mild.
his Zach Mild.
Zach Mild. Dude, his scene though, where like they go back
my
to the
joke, bro.
house. Oh yeah, it was Rabbit's joke. My bad. I said Zach Wild though for sure. I was
Because
like,
he plays the Zach Wild guitar.
yeah, and
at
he's
the
just
party.
going, and he has.
Yeah.
And he
That's
has
all
like
he's doing is bending it.
he has like two 20-pound leather
Yeah,
bracelets
the big
on.
ass leather bracelets. Like, what is
You know, I
and
like his
the like
tank top
fishnet
under the tank top. Yeah, it's like 2 tank tops on. Like, bro,
Yeah, that was
Right.
when the mesh tank top and cut off all that shit was like fucking huge.
I don't think it was ever in though.
Oh, it was so in.
I mean, like,
2001, dude. Of course it was.
Dude, everything was.
We were
everything
right
was
out of the
game
90s.
in 2001.
Yeah, you're right.
Like those big ball chains.
Dude, don't knock this.
Shut up,
Mike and I
man.
Yeah.
talk-
Shut
Mike
up.
and I
You
talk
know what
about
I'm
those
talking
all the
about.
Yeah,
time, dog.
I still got
I
mine
still
somewhere,
have
dude.
mine. I do.
I graduated.
It won't fit around my neck, but I still have one.
Right.
Oh my god.
Also, we got Ja Rule in this motherfucker.
Monica!
Yeah, hate that.
Man, fuck
Ja Rule this movie.
Dude, even though his career is shit, this was like the top dog moment of his entire career.
He's my least favorite part of that movie.
Here's what I figured out.
You got to have a rapper in there.
You have to.
Here's how to build a franchise. You need a rapper.
True.
I think that's it, right? Fast cars and a rapper.
Oh, and scandalous.
We'll hold it down.
And very attractive women.
Yeah, very attractive women too.
And Letty.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's.
Hey, and an aggressive Hispanic actress.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go record right now because I know this is gonna come up. Letty is a babe.
Dude, said
Michelle Rodriguez is a babe.
No. Michelle Rodriguez is a babe. I
don't care. Y'all can disagree. I don't care.
Don't you throw me in that y'all rabbit.
All right.
Listen, I
had a crush on her.
I just hate that on the cover of every Fast and Furious video,
every
she's
movie,
like this.
period.
She's like this, eyes looking over the sunglasses.
Look, that scene where they're in the desert, race wars, and she's like looking at that dude, and she's like.
She races like that the whole time. Like, dude, how can you race like that? It looks like
pushes it up. Dude, that's sexy. You don't know, dog.
Just put your damn sunglasses on, girl.
I will give her in
Move
7.
on. Move along.
We'll talk about 7. She's good in 7.
Yeah.
Stop.
So after the opening scene, there's a little heist, and then the whole reason that they meet Paul Walker is because he's like, "Excuse me, I'd like to order a fish sandwich,
tuna sandwich, dog.
No crust.
Same thing, you know what I'm
fish.
Bullshit, asshole. Nobody eats the tuna here. That's the best.
It was shit yesterday. It was shit today.
Yeah, so he probably watched Ladies Man. He was like,
That's how that works.
right.
Dude, that I love. I'm just gonna go ahead and say the Ford Lightning that. Paul
I know,
Walker
dude. I was
drives
thinking that Lightning was so sick.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that
that
truck.
red truck, dude.
Oh,
I always
love
love
it.
that scene because he pulls up to the shop and he always hits the curb.
Right.
Well, of course he always does it because I've seen it so many times though. It's like one of those
every time,
moments
it's so
in the
weird.
movie. Like you ever watch a movie so many times you wish that something changed. Like that's, but it always happens the same way. It has to. Does nobody else do that? I don't know.
Passion of the Christ for me.
That's this one.
Okay,
But
cool.
I think that
Sorry, guys.
to me, towards the later episodes and stuff, you're like, when are we gonna actually have races? You know what I mean? Like races, especially like the race that happens that kicks off the whole franchise. Paul Walker racing Vin Diesel, and then being like,
Almost had him.
"I almost had you." He's like, "Haha, almost had you."
And he's got his hand up like this.
And he's like, "You almost had me. You never had
Your
me.
Vin is like,
You never even had your car."
everybody laughs.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was dope.
that
But
car
yeah.
that he drives, I don't remember what it is.
The
Vin
Eclipse?
Diesel.
Supra.
Oh, Vin Diesel's
Vin
or
Diesel's
No, he
car.
drives a Supra.
yeah, he does a Supra.
It is that car.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like that growing
me
up.
either.
You know, so like seeing those cars was like, oh my god,
It blew my mind,
I
dude.
wanted one, but I know for a fact my dad would never really have one.
Oh man, no, hell no. Your dad would-
Wait, I could be wrong.
I was pretty sure it was
It
a
could be
Supra.
an RX-7.
The Supra is what they
The
built
Supra's at
together.
the end, the orange
That's what
one.
they built together.
Yeah. The red one's an RX-7 or RX-8 or something like that.
I know that he had an Eclipse. That Brian.
Forgive
had an
me,
Eclipse.
car
Dude, that-
gearheads. Forgive me
no,
for
God.
not.
So also in this movie that I noticed that like every single time you see an Asian person, they are wielding a machine gun and riding on a motorcycle. Pretty much the whole movie.
Not that one Japanese
Be
racer
fair,
girl.
Oh,
No,
well,
that's,
you know.
that's not.
dude. To be fair, I mean, they really do. It's crazy.
I mean, I would
I've
think
never even thought of that.
If I had an Asian gang, I would issue machine guns and motorcycles to everyone
Like,
once they
you know
were
what-
in.
You know what I didn't understand about that movie? Like saying that is the turf. They're in
Right.
California, right? And like LA.
They're in LA.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
First one's
I don't
in LA.
understand the whole stay on your turf. Is there turf in
They have
the
Chinatown
race
in
wars?
LA.
I'm just wondering. I believe I know that, but I'm just saying. I think it's crazy. Like there's
Can't even
turf-
drive
car
through there.
gangs. Like they're
Like
car
turf
gangs.
gangs, yeah.
Like, you can't
Yeah.
even
Drive
drive
our
here.
turf. We're gonna blow your car up. What? Dude, we were driving.
Like,
we were
dude, I was
trying
on
to
the
get some
401,
tacos,
bro.
man.
I was just driving through on the 401.
Just trying to get some tacos. Damn, dude. Trying to blow my car up.
Like, damn.
There was a time. There was a point in time. There was a point in time too, where in the movie where he's wearing this red jacket and he looks like the Vin Diesel Star Lord for a little bit. I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, the red jacket. Yeah.
That's where they got it from. Everybody knows that.
Because the Buster kept me
Like
at a
a Hector.
handcuff.
My boy Hector was in it.
What's that?
My boy Hector was there.
Hector it was in there.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in a lot of them.
Telling
you, Hector's in there.
He is in
And
everything.
I think he was in.
I think there's a
also.
Hector universe out there. I'm gonna call it the HU.
Hectorverse.
I'm okay with Hectorverse.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until Mike pointed it out, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah,
It's like on the one.
Himself.
Is he just going to go through and like kill all the other Hectors to be more powerful?
I hate whenever they're saying smoke 'em. That bugged me for some
'em.
reason. Smoke 'em. Like anytime there's like a car that pulled up that was a bad guy, he's like, smoke 'em.
Dude,
When he's racing that Ferrari.
when he's racing a Ferrari,
Yeah.
yeah, smoke him.
Smoke 'em.
More than you can afford, pal. That line is fucking great.
I know.
Yeah.
Class.
In my notes, though, I was I brought up the fact that you can't be as pretty as Paul Walker and be a cop. Do you think that you
Dude,
could be a cop and be that
Like
pretty?
every time I looked in his
That's like
eyes,
Zach
I fell in
Morris
love with that
being a
guy.
fucking
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's
those
Zach Morris
eyes
being a
were
cop.
beautiful.
Yeah, you can't. He would be the lawyer.
Well,
anything.
Yeah.
Let's, depending on how you see it. Okay, this is my theory that the first Fast and Furious movie is just Point Break.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a remake of Point Break, basically.
A good
Exactly.
So
remake.
Keanu
But no
Reeves,
money. But no
Keanu
money.
Reeves is the same character. It's
Yeah.
like, do you think? I don't know. He's a pretty boy.
You know what though? I would have
His
shot.
long hair and
I would have shot in the air. You know what I mean?
Be
Like,
fair, not as pretty as Paul Walker.
well,
that's fair.
it could if it was real
That's
life,
fair.
it might have been reversed. Like Vin could have been the cop, and then Paul could have
No.
been the other guy.
See,
Because
I
a
can see
drug,
Vin
you know,
being
like
a dirty
Vin's,
cop, being a dirty
Yeah.
cop, you know.
Busey or
Gary Busey.
whoever is Nick. Is it Nick Nolte or Gary Busey in Point Break? I get them too confused.
Swayze was the beauty in that one. You know. Oh yeah, Saliva. That was in my notes.
Goddamn right it was. That song was so sick, dude. I mean,
The whole soundtrack was really good, actually.
Was.
I mean,
it was great.
It was. I fucking loved it.
And he wore Dickies the entire time. Let's
Yeah.
fucking talk about that shit.
I always want an undershirt. Like, dude, like, do you have any other shirts for? Is that do you have one undershirt or do you like
Dude,
a bunch of them?
No, he
just
wears
be
a
one
he
of
wears
the
a wife
V-neck.
beater under his undershirt.
who Vin?
Yeah.
Vin also like his going out dress up shirt is a white regular like V-neck shirt. You know what I
He
mean?
dresses. He puts sleeves on.
It's like prison issued or something, dude.
Dude, he ain't going back.
He ain't going back.
Oh yeah, my next thing on my notes. I never knocked on nobody.
That
That's
what's
yeah.
what fucked up is Letty cheap shotted that dude.
No, she knocked the fuck out of
that
that
was
dude.
straight
I know.
cheap
She's so
shot.
badass though. I don't give a fuck. She knocked
I
the
remember
fuck
seeing
out
it
of
just
that.
be
dude.
like, oh, because that's exactly what happened. She just straight
Hell yeah.
jacked that
Hell
dude.
yeah.
It's funny that you're calling like things fictional girls do to be hot, but in real life
Oh hell
would
no.
be bad. Like if I saw
No, that dude
some
was
girl,
going into like
To cheap shot.
to be bad as well.
whatever.
It wasn't like he wasn't just walking like he was that dude's like henchman. His,
Like, I don't
his
know. I
side
don't know if
piece
I
or
really
whatever.
want a ride or die bitch. Like,
Yeah.
she's
She
like,
knocked
no,
him the
I'm going to go
fuck
kill him.
out.
Like,
You
no,
got
I don't want
knocked
to kill
the fuck
nobody.
out.
Like
Calm
if
down.
straight
if
up
my old
jacked
lady
him, dog.
if my old lady jacked someone right in the middle of a group, I'd be like, dude, you're gonna get beat up. Like these are criminals.
No, if you were in a fight and your lady and his buddy was coming to kick your ass with
True.
him,
Jacked
and
that
then your
motherfucker
lady
in the
stepped
face.
in and knocked that dude out, you'd be like, my lady's a
I'd
badass,
be
and Letty is a
embarrassed
fucking
for that
badass.
guy. Not me
could've
personally,
did that
because
ass.
my wife would fuck a dude up, but like, you know, in general, I'd be like, damn, that guy just got knocked out by a lady.
If it was your wife, you'd be
she
like,
had his
damn,
back,
he had
ride
to
or
come
die.
in.
Yeah, he deserved it, and I've been there before.
Whatever. That's not true, Rabbit.
Ride or die.
I didn't. We
So
don't
you
even.
wouldn't think Jenna was
I
badass
was just
if she
kidding.
stepped in and knocked some other dude
I was
out
just kidding.
for you?
But
I would love it.
I mean, I think it would be weird for one, just but
it's only
knowing her
weird
as a
if you make
character.
it weird, dude.
But we didn't even
All right.
see Letty smile until she lost her memory. Just to bring that up.
I don't know, dude. She looked like she was pretty happy when Vin Diesel is what I call, you know, he Lettied her.
The cheeks?
Yeah, the cheeks, dude, where he comes around and just pulls her
Yeah,
up.
that's the letting.
But now let's be real for a second.
Yeah.
They were both sweaty and nasty as fuck. You just gonna go and fuck
what?
like that? That ain't
I know, man. You've been
Still
driving
not.
breasts.
oil and shit.
Yeah, you've been driving.
Yeah, that's hot.
You've been working on the engine and shit. You've had,
Oh, I'm cranking this wrench.
maybe you've been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, getting oil on them and
Getting
stuff,
all
and you're like,
lubed
fuck
up.
it. Let's eat the
grease
sandwiches
ready.
Eat the
and
tuna,
let's smack
baby.
each other's butts. oil hands and all.
Oh, dude, that was a sick moment because it was like, damn, Vin Diesel's a bad motherfucker. You know that dude's dropping huge hogs.
Who do you think's got a bigger hog, him or The Rock?
Oh, yeah.
Or Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez. Got him.
Nice.
Got him. I'm gonna
Nice.
say, I don't really. I'm gonna have to go Vin Diesel, dude. He played Groot. Sorry.
Oh man, he's got
got a root,
roots.
dude. He's
dude.
got a root, dog.
I think they're both overcompensating. That's what I think. I think
think
Paul
it's not-
Walker had the bigger dick. I'll just put it out there.
That's how he used to drive his car. Like Tommy Lee drove that boat in the porno. Like, look what's driving the boat.
That last.
Oh,
when
whenever they-
race
No,
each
the
other.
cool, dude, the cool scene. Yeah, where they race each other at the end,
And
they
then gets
flip,
into the
and
train.
he gives him the car. That's
Right.
iconic. That's
Yeah.
huge.
That
That's
is
cool
true,
as
and he
fuck.
let him go.
Yeah, that's Point
Boom.
Break.
That's
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's Point
Actually,
Break.
whenever he calls,
But,
the
no,
quarterback for Vince,
it's
and he's
still
like,
my
"This is
favorite one
Officer
of the
Brian
franchise.
O'Connor," and Vince
That
like,
part was nuts.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
part
When
was
he finds
nuts.
out.
When he's
Yeah,
trying to help
yeah.
fucking Vin. What's
forget
his name?
skipped up-
Vincent?
Is it
Vince, yeah.
Vince.
when he's got that
Vincent.
rope. He's got that rope caught on his arm, and he's
Yeah,
like
it's like-
flopping around.
You ever wonder?
And Paul Walker pulls up and like jumps out of the car onto the semi truck.
Yeah.
"Well, that
and
guy's
he's
trying to
handling
blast him."
when he's like
So
when he's
cool.
moto surfing, dude, trying to jump
Yeah.
out of the car. That scene is pretty sick.
Man, that's,
Yeah.
honestly, it's some of the best special effects.
It was.
Period. Like it's
Because
like
you'd never seen anything like that.
no,
before.
nothing even close.
So Fast and the Furious 1, dope or nope?
Dope, dude.
Dope.
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 And fuck you otherwise if you think otherwise.
Man, I remember leaving the
With
theater.
cars. Yeah.
I remember leaving the theater from there and just acting like a complete dumbass. Yeah, just, oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
god,
everybody was driving way too fast
Yeah.
out of the movie
It
theater
was
parking
awesome.
lot that night.
Too fast.
too furious.
They were driving too fast.
Too fast.
That was
Too
a good
Furious.
segue
Yeah,
to
well
the
done.
next
Well
one.
done.
Too fast, too furry.
Too furry? That sounds like a weird porno. No way. Too fast, too
I'll let you say
furry.
it, but
2003, this movie had a 36%.
That's such
Rotten
bullshit. That's
Tomato.
bullshit.
That
This was a
is-
good
I was,
movie.
okay, so
Bullshit.
for the longest time, this was my least favorite of the entire franchise.
Oh, really?
But rewatching it this last go around, I came to appreciate it a little bit
Two
more.
words.
Yep.
I know what you're gonna say.
2 words.
I know what you're gonna say.
Eva Mendes.
Eva. Man,
yes.
We don't need to say anything else about your notes.
Yeah.
That movie was made because of Eva Mendes.
We get Roman Pierce
Who's
and
one of my-
Tej,
which is one of my
both
favorite
in Too
characters.
Fast and Furious.
Roman Pierce is hilarious.
So we get both of those characters, and they're pretty much there the rest of the
right.
franchise.
Tyrese.
The first time I saw it, I didn't like him at all. I did not like him at all. And then now that I've seen him all the movies together, it's like, okay, I understand him better. He's like Ocho Cinco. He's just a crazy
Yeah,
guy.
just Luda.
He's the comic relief.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we got Luda though instead of Ja
Yeah.
Rule.
Same
Like
here.
Yes,
kick
so
out Ja
much.
Rule.
Well, first
Yes.
off, Luda
So
is
much.
fucking amazing.
Luda's badass.
Right.
But yeah, Luda made that so much better. What was
Yeah.
his name? Tej?
And they
Tej, yeah.
And they started out with a race. There's a
Yes,
street race
started
in the
with a
beginning,
street race.
you know?
Yes, and I enjoyed that.
Did you guys watch the little 6-minute featurette
Yeah.
that showed how Brian got from LA to Miami?
No.
Yeah,
I saw that. Was pretty cool. See?
goes.
that car, that Skyline.
Yeah.
Nissan Skyline is so sick,
God,
and I
it's
wish they
so
would have kept
awesome.
it. And he gets a fucking Lancer.
I know.
Ugh.
But you know what was huge right then, and Subaru was just releasing those cars.
WRX.
Yeah, they had to make money, dude. But anyway, let's be real.
No,
those
Lancer's
fucking-
Mitsubishi, but
those
anyway.
rice burners would not beat those.
And that,
American
yeah,
muscle
that
cars.
Eclipse.
No.
Just
That was
saying.
those were the least coolest cars in the whole franchise.
I agree.
The
I
Eclipse,
agree.
the purple, fucking Eclipse.
They looked dope.
whatever, Spider, and then the Lancer. They can
I'll
just.
tell you this: in the ones where they have to go down and turn around and come back, unless you're a damn good driver, you're not going to be able to do that in an American muscle car. A Lancer's going to get you every time. It's all-wheel drive. It's just going to whip around that corner like nothing. You're not going to lose anything. Whereas in the other one, you're going to flip around. But these guys are really good drivers, apparently. So
And they did this. He did the stare and drive on you. I saw your
Oh,
notes. He did
yeah,
the
yeah,
stare and
yeah.
drive
Stare
on
and
you. I
drive.
taught him that.
I taught him that.
That scene.
He did the stare
Don't
and
wanna
drive
mess
on you,
up-
didn't he?
I get the convertible. Don't
You
wanna
know, he
mess up
got
your
that
moves.
from me.
You know how scared you'd be if somebody was doing that for real? You'd be like, "What the fuck are you
Yeah,
doing?
stop it!
You better watch the road."
Pushing their face. Look at the road. Look at the road.
2 words. Even man.
Even man.
Even man. Also, baby boy. You know, but I do think it's funny that they they catch Paul Walker, and then they're like, "You're not under arrest,
But
you're
are."
gonna work for us."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
How
what
many
the
times
fuck?
did they do that? Like 7?
how many movies are there?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, Like we
Hey,
know.
we need your help again.
You know,
man.
yeah.
Fucking-
You listen when you just help us out, and we'll forget that you murdered all those people.
I know,
and
dude.
stole all those things.
You know that stuff you wrecked? Don't worry about it.
But that movie, just all around, I thought that the cast was really good.
I like how
the
they
cast.
threw in like more James Bondy stuff in it. You know what I mean? With those little things that they shoot in the car to shut it down and stuff like that. It's when you really got that part of
Yeah.
the craziness. It's where
I
it kind
mean,
of
they
veered off.
stayed pretty reasonable still. They didn't blow their load yet with the James Bond.
Oh, we'll get there.
shit.
Oh, it gets there.
We'll get there.
Those are the ones I like the best, honestly.
My favorite part of that movie, and I say it every time I go to the beach, is I didn't let nobody stare me down in prison, homeboy. You think I'm gonna let it happen on the beach? I love that part so much. I say it all the time. You can ask my wife. I fucking love that part so much. Dude.
Also, one of the bad guys was like the creepy Nazi guy from Higher Learning.
He was also
He's the main bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
also
And he's
in
scary in everything he does.
Yeah.
What's the high school movie with Matthew McConaughey where they're in school?
Oh,
Joe Bit Taylor?
Oh,
No.
you're talking about Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
Confused,
Yeah, he was one of the buddies that
He's
like
a
busts
football
everyone's
player.
ass. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I watch that movie all the
Was
time.
it Donnie?
actually.
Was his name Donnie? Anyway, that's not important. But
Right.
he was great. I like him as a scary person.
Yeah, he's always just scary.
He's got that look, just
Yeah.
a cool look. Yeah. And Eva Mendes, when she walked out in that silk dress, dog. Quit playing.
Also-
I
We just gotta say it one more time.
I will say it
Eva
10 more
Mendes.
fucking
Eva
times,
Mendes.
dude.
As many times as it takes.
Also, we got Tyrese, and he's like, "We hungry."
We hungry.
Hungry.
I've been locked. I've had the food on
Oh,
the
and
inside.
then I will say the ending when they Dukes of Hazzard that car onto the boat.
I was
He's like, "You're not gonna do what I think you're about to do, are
I was
you?"
hoping that
Straight up.
Starsky
And
and
I
Hutch
just heard the-
completely missed the.
I just
missed
heard
boat.
I heard the horn from Dukes and Hazzard. It's like pop, pop,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
when they jump.
Dude, yeah, it was
Oh,
definitely.
those stunts were so good.
That was just that movie was just Dukes of Hazzard.
It was pretty much Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah.
That's
modern day or something, you know.
that scene where they light his windshield on fire.
Oh
Where,
yeah.
Rome lights the windshield on fire.
Yeah, yeah.
That part
And
is
then,
so awesome.
like, I feel like when they get desperate, they always just play chicken too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm losing the race. I'll play chicken.
That'll get him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll get them.
I mean,
It worked.
shows
Yes,
you
it
got
works.
some balls, you know.
It doesn't matter if you
Right.
win by an inch or a mile, dude.
Winning's winning.
Ooh.
A win's a
If you're
win.
not first, you're
You're
last.
No,
I was high when I
movie.
said that.
that
was
doesn't
Ricky
make no
Bobby.
sense.
That's Ricky
I was
Bobby.
high when I said that.
I was high when I said
You can be second.
we were cellmates. You got payback coming.
That one, that one was still. Oh yeah, the part where they trick him to go into that garage, and then all the racers
Yeah, that
come
was
out.
cool as
Yeah,
hell.
that was cool.
It was like Hot
I
Wheels.
fucking love that part, dude.
yeah, that was dope to see so many tight ass cars.
Yeah.
I know.
My favorite person in that entire scene are the ones at the doors going. I fucking love those people so much.
Like, I want to know, like, did none of these people get arrested?
Right.
Like, they didn't get
It was
anybody.
scramble, dude.
Well,
Out of that.
Scramble.
Yeah.
Well, Tej and what's the girl's name?
It's slam piece.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I don't care. And when they're waving at the helicopter,
Uh-huh.
that fucking scene's
Yeah. I think they later on say that they pardon them or something too. Like they.
Something happened.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
cool.
They like yeah.
Don't worry about it.
a Gallo
Pretty
10 or a Gallo 12 or a Gallo 24.
Anyways, like for two movies already that got like really low Rotten Tomato scores, these are the better ones to me. You know what I
Same.
mean?
I
Like,
think they're all
agree.
good, personally. I think they're all good, but
okay, Too Fast,
Dope.
Too
That's
Furious.
too dope.
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 It's too dope.
That's
Dope.
too dope.
I mean, I still think
I'll give
just
it.
one.
I'll give it a dope.
Yeah, we're just giving-
Mendez.
I'll give it a dope.
It's a fucking too dope. I'm not gonna say her name.
I mean,
again.
I'm not giving anyone nopes.
Yeah, me
no,
either.
I-
Well, there
Well, I
might be one
give-
nope in
I'm
there.
gonna
I
hand
got
out
one.
some
I
notes.
got
I'll
a-
give.
Anyway, let's.
Yeah,
The
we'll
ones
get
that
there. We'll get
Jason
there.
Statham are in will be nopes because I hate that fucking guy. Go ahead, grunt, rabbit.
All
I
right.
heard that shit.
All right, now we're pulling up
seen
on
Crank?
like one of my
So good
favorite ones. You know why?
because it's Asian.
No, you fucking asshole. I was just saying it's one of my favorite. Jesus, but because it's awesome. Anyways, Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah, Allie told me last night that I said, "Hey, can I go do the podcast?" And she goes, "Yeah, but you have to talk like the guy from Tokyo Drift the whole time." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I can do that. I gotta talk like this the whole time."
The whole time?
Dude,
Are you sure you got to do
that
that the
dude's
whole time?
amazing. It's just like to me, it was like the worst and best choice ever for a character.
agree.
Yeah,
because
no, I
he
agree.
he pulled through, but then you can't help but think of Sling Blade like every time he talks.
Dude, well,
Yeah,
I
and
like
he
the
just
way
like
you talk too.
I think he just sticks out like a sore thumb
He
in
really
Tokyo,
does.
Japan.
Right, yeah,
It
yeah.
So I think it like works.
It reminds me of the terrible fake accents from Varsity Blues.
Yeah,
that's what it reminded me
I
of.
don't want your
Your
life.
and that's what I hear when I hear him talk. But I thought he killed it. I thought
Which
Paul
I think
Walker
is-
was also in.
Oh
by
yeah,
the
he
way.
37%. This one got a
He's in
37%.
Varsity
Also,
Blues.
Oh man, no way.
Tokyo Drift.
Paul Walker's in Varsity Blues.
Oh well, yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
know who he is. That's Lance. Motherfucker.
Anyway, Tokyo
oh yeah.
Drift.
Also,
Hell yeah.
it starts with a race.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I did not watch this one recently. I was in a hurry to watch them all, so I had to. I've seen it,
And
but it's
he
been a long
gets
time.
into it with Brad
Brad
from Home Improvement,
dude.
and he's like, "Let's fucking race or whatever."
Yo, dude, that chick that is in his car is fine.
I mean, she's toe skank. She's
Yeah,
like,
she's
she's
like,
like, son,
Whoever
maybe
wins can have
a
me.
race for me.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
just a gal that likes to have a good time. I don't
That's-
really
that's
understand the
fine.
problem with it. Fucking dickhead.
Oh yeah, and they also played Ba Wada Ba during that race.
And there,
They played
there were
Kid Rock.
2 hits playing. You hitting the floor.
Me and you hitting the
Kid
floor.
Rock's award-winning Ball with the Ball playing in the background.
I used to love Kid Rock, man. Back in the
Dude,
day,
his first 2 records were
so good. Was Devil Without a Cause?
Devil Without a Cause. I'm going platinum.
was so good.
Anyway,
So, anyways, yes, he trashes a bunch of shit, and he's like,
When they're
they
wa-
insinuate he's like always racing. Damn it, quit racing. You need to stop. So
You
they
go to
send him to
Tokyo.
Japan.
hold on. No.
Go
I
ahead.
got to stop you.
Go ahead.
First off, when he says, "Can I get a copy of that?" That funny part is sick. Second off,
That was funny.
did his mom fuck that cop to get him out
No,
of it?
but she was insinuating that she would if they let her son go.
Why?
Because he comes out of there and his tie is off. His tie is like untied. His shirt's unbuttoned. I just want to know, did she fuck him or did she blow him or what?
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
I
I just
don't
want to know that. I really wish they would have kind of elaborated on that a little bit.
Maybe some deleted scenes.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
I heard there's a short movie on Pornhub if you want to see what happened in between scenes. They did a lot of those. They did a lot of those special.
Are they starring Paul Cocker and
Paul Cocker. And what's
Low Blow?
Jason Black?
And
Cock.
Vin Diesel.
Jason Black.
Cock.
And Vin Diesel, because
Lucas
he already
Black,
has
sorry,
a porn
Lucas
star name.
Black.
Vin Diesel is a porn name.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
really
Vin
is.
Diesel.
You nailed that, Rabbit. Nailed it. Okay.
Anyway,
Let's get to the porn
Oh, yeah.
star stuff
Oh, yeah.
of Tokyo Drift,
So-
which is Han.
yeah, we go to Tokyo and they make fucking Tokyo look so badass.
yeah.
Just
Hell
saying,
yeah.
with the music, they chose a lot of sick music in this movie. Yeah.
That fucking song is dope, dude.
Yeah, and then what do you know? They put a rapper in this one, Lil Bow Wow.
Wow, wow.
I mean, is he though?
I mean,
He
listen,
was.
I feel like most of the rappers they used, they were just like, so like, are you a rapper? And they were like, I don't know, I'm trying to be an actor. And they
I'm
were
in
like,
between.
well, come on over, because
Yeah.
we've got room over here at Fast and the Furious. Because rappers.
Playing 8 of these suckers.
yeah, we have like on this
We're on
the
contract
sheet.
for 8 or 9 of these. Okay.
On the production sheet, there's like rapper ? Gotta find one.
Gotta get one. We gotta just get somebody.
Dude,
Oh, that Hulk car though that he
that whole
drives.
car was dope.
That whole car was
was
sick.
ridiculous.
Sorry, with the punch marks and shit all on it. Dude, that's dope.
But the best part of like the beginning of that movie
wish I
is
would've watched
whenever
it
he
again.
goes to class for the first time. She's like, "Wabaki,
Wabaki.
wabaki, wabaki."
Or Gaijin,
Whoa.
Gaijin.
Getting into some
can't
racial
say-
slurs.
you can't just say that,
you gotta
bro.
watch this. You gotta watch the climate, man. It's not
Wow.
good. You gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
Han, be eating snacks and shit, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You find out why later.
It's
That's
We
true.
do find out
They
why.
gave him a snacks origin story.
Yeah.
Like, why is Han always eating? Oh, okay.
dude.
Also, techno. They were still using
A
techno,
lot of techno.
in movies like this.
Yeah.
It was
Well, it is
sick,
Japan.
though. The music in general. The music.
It's
was
always been
awesome.
really good in all
the
of them.
Exactly.
I
It has,
wouldn't
I
say all of them. Me personally, they started like kicking me in the sack every time I was listening
Dude,
or
it had
watching.
Don Omar.
They start playing tropical rap
That's what.
for
Yeah.
every fucking scene.
Whoa, dude. Who
And-
doesn't like tropical rap?
This makes me want to have a
Me?
pina
I know
colada.
nothing about tropical rap, so that's totally fine.
Well, but we'll get there.
I didn't know who Don Elmore
This
was
is
until I watched
still
the movie.
this is still when they're playing cool music to me, and it's not all just like.
I think you're thinking
I really don't even know
Reggaeton.
what the fuck that
Tropical shit. It's
Tropic
whenever
Thunder?
after this one, I think
It's 4, yeah.
yeah,
It's-
they
it's
start
in 4.
playing that kind of vibe.
That's when they go to-
They go to Mexico.
They go to
yeah.
Mexico.
Oh my god, they go to Mexico, then they go to South America.
Yeah,
then
four.
they
Well,
go-
we'll get to 4.
But Han is very important to the story because he is the Asian Paul Walker. He's the
Right.
Asian Brian Connor.
And honestly, I think this should
that's-
not be number 3. I think this should be number 7.
It's no,
Well-
it's
Right?
It's
Yeah.
you're supposed to watch
Timeline.
it after 6,
Yeah.
timeline wise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Han wants to test him, so he sends him into this this like spa.
Look for the guy with the huge claw.
Yeah, and he never finds him. He just finds Fat Bastard instead.
The best dude when he throws him out of that fucking whatever and then throws the
Spa.
money to Han. I love
Yeah.
that part, dude. I love that part.
That bear tattoo is pretty sick too.
It
I'm
is.
not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
And I also those robes are sick as fuck.
Han's like Miyagi, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Your
Mr.
DK's
Miyagi, but instead of karate, it's drifting.
Your DK's kryptonite.
Dude, whenever they start teaching him how to drift, and those old fishermen are like talking shit about him, that shit is
Shaking their
funny.
head.
Yeah.
It's like, you call that drifting?
Yo, also, can we talk about his dad smashing
So is this
on an Asian
okay? So
hooker,
we've
dude?
had wait. So we've had Point Break remake,
Right.
Then we had Dukes of Hazzard remake.
Right.
Is this Karate Kid remake?
This is kind of Karate
is,
Kid.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sadly, yeah, I can.
This is
I
Karate Kid
totally- I
remake.
like that
Yeah,
comparison.
I get behind
But
that.
they already made
Well,
a
Karate Kid 2,
remake.
right? Karate Kid 2 is where he goes to Japan.
Yeah,
Okinawa.
but he gets Miyagi.
Right, he does
goes
get
to
Miyagi, yes.
in the first Karate Kid. He goes to a different town and meets Mr. Miyagi and
So it's like part
So it's the
1
same-
and it's
yeah.
like Karate Kid 1 and 2 combined.
combined. Yeah, sure. We'll say that.
Karate Kid
Right.
3?
Yeah, you just say Karate Kid.
Because you
Karate-
said 1 and 2 combined. That's 3.
Can't be confusing the host like this, okay? I only got,
Got
so many
him.
brain cells per day.
Fucking God.
Got
him.
brain per diem.
per day.
He's running out. He's running low.
Did it use to deal cards, man?
What else we got here? This one, the racing, all of the racing in this
Drifting.
one is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the drifting.
That first race he's in the parking garage. I knew nothing about like drifting or any of that shit.
Yeah.
But to see that was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only thing I knew
So
about
sick.
drifting was like playing Gran Turismo, and they had some drift things on
Right,
there,
right.
and that's about it. But seeing it how it's supposed to look in real life, like, oh man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like on that game, like, yeah, that's cool. And then I see pros
I
do
just
it. I'm
think
like,
of Mario Kart when you hit the.
And they explain like the
Dude.
origins of it, where they're going down the mountain.
Right.
They learned how to drift down the mountains.
so cool.
Let's keep it rolling.
Dude,
Drift
we
King.
we just do
DK's
the first
Drift
4
King.
and then do
Yeah,
the other
DK.
7.
He's like that guy that played DK. That's like, I swear he was like the poster boy for Asians breaking into Hollywood for a while. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So
I don't think he's been anything else, but
You don't have to be after a good movie like that.
That's all you need.
It was that black wife beater that made me think that he was like a
Yeah,
Asian
yeah.
Backstreet Boy
That's
or
that-
something.
Oh, or it wasn't the hair because his hair was magnificent.
Oh, it was that spiky look.
the
Yes,
with the ones that
yes.
came down right
Yeah.
here.
His hair was.
It actually
Now,
annoyed the
his
shit out of me the whole
lackey-
time.
His fucking lackey with that shitty fucking blonde hair.
with
Oh,
that,
yeah.
with
Fuck
that,
that
mullet.
guy,
That's like
dude.
straight
That mullet,
Asian, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah, that was like
that
Yeah.
guy. When he spits into his hand, that's like the most disrespectful thing you could do, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
How he looked it up one day.
Well, spitting in general, but yeah, I think that's
Sorry, Rabbit.
no. But I think you're right. I think that's like
Allie looked it up.
It's basically like giving somebody the
Dude, Google
finger.
doesn't lie.
I looked up granny shifting and double clutching. I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up.
I still don't. I don't care.
I seriously looked it up the other day. I took
Double
a
clutch
screenshot.
there in on fourth. Like what?
Like, what the hell does
I
that even
drove
mean?
a stick. I never had to double clutch anything.
Like, that sounds
What
like
the fuck
it's
are you
double
talking
the work. You know?
So at this point, you know, when part 3 ended, I thought to myself, this was a really good franchise. They are all very different. They all had different ideas going together. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they were all pretty solid movies.
And this one was cool because it had really no one from
The first one.
right.
two.
They
Yeah.
just did that.
That's why I did
You know, they
that.
Yeah.
they snuck Vin Diesel
Until
in
the very
to
end.
the
Yeah.
the ending. You
It
know?
got honestly, it got a really bad rap. I didn't watch
yes,
this in the
you're right.
theaters. I waited till DVD.
I didn't watch it in theaters.
And
either,
I kind of wish I hadn't because I mean that's a really good movie. When I saw, it, I was like, why didn't I rush to the theater to watch this? It was really good.
I think I hated it when it first came out because it didn't have Vin Diesel or Paul Walker in it.
Right.
But I came around like
I mean,
later.
we were like teens.
I was
back
like, this
then or
movie's
something,
awesome.
Or I know we had some angst going on at least that point in
I'm
time.
old.
No, we were all out of high school.
I was in my
Were we?
20s. Yeah.
Dude, the first one came out in 2001.
I graduated
that
in
was
2001.
that was
I was graduated in 2005. I mean, y'all are way older than I am, so
Way older, man. Come on.
4 years.
And that's probably when this movie came out, probably around 2005.
yeah. Well, this one was dope, anyways. I liked
Yeah,
it.
this
I liked
one's
it a
sick.
lot.
I was the guy that was like fighting with everyone, like, no, it's dope. You should watch it.
That's
no.
the scene where he gets the number from that girl from doing the donuts around her.
Oh,
That fucking
yeah,
scene is
Han.
dope
Dude,
as
yes.
fuck,
If you don't
dude.
do this for
Han-
important things, what do
yeah.
you do it for?
Han is
Come
like
with me.
Han is like Mr. Miyagi
Dude, he's the man.
and like Obi-Wan.
Oh my god!
He just Jedi mind tricked that
so
girl into giving him
Obi-Wan.
her
He's
number.
like, he's
But he
like,
did it with his car shifter.
And he didn't even say a word.
he's race car Splinter. You know?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with Splinter on that one. I like that.
Yeah. I love Han so much. He's badass.
But yeah, okay, now, we're going to get into, this is like the second era of, God, there's so many eras, honestly, of Fast and Furious
Yeah.
movies.
It just evolves.
Yeah.
It's evolving.
Four.
I mean,
They're
does
trying
it
to
really
figure
evolve?
out.
I mean,
It does. Because
Cars.
Let's do Tokyo Drift.
Dope.
Or nope?
dope.
all dope.
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 Fucking
Dope.
dope.
For sure.
Now we got Fast and
True legit.
Furious 4. This one got a 29 on Rotten Tomato. That one makes sense for this one.
That one makes
I
sense.
would say
I mean,
the same.
this isn't my,
Four
one of my
is my
favorites.
least favorite.
I would say the same. I saw
By
that
far.
recently. I'd only seen the first three for years and years and years, and then when the pandemic hit, I was like, "Well, I'm going to watch the fourth one and go from there." So that's where I started actually, and yeah, it was okay.
This was the one I feel like they regrouped and they knew what they wanted to do. Like we have to get Paul Walker, we have to get Vin Diesel. These are our
Yeah.
guys. Let's all put it together. But then it was kind of like maybe they rushed it or something. I don't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They
you
know
just
what I
didn't
mean?
know what to
The pacing
do.
was
Right.
kinda
They,
weird.
I don't think they had a real direction on where they wanted to go with it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they had two options. You can either keep going with the street racing option,
Yeah.
or you can start going with the action blockbuster option.
Right.
And at 4 is where it forks.
Right.
And they don't really know what they're going to do. And then after that, they made a decision.
And yeah,
And I think that the best quality that carried over from Tokyo Drift is they kept the same guy directing lots of the movies, like 3,
Yeah.
4, 5,
Justin Lin.
and 6,
And
right?
6,
We're
yeah.
all
Yeah.
Justin Lin.
Justin Lin.
So
And I feel like he pretty much made the franchise.
right, he
I
like
agree.
Like,
I'm sure he was like, some things we can't do, and then after he left, they were like, we can do anything
Yeah.
we want. But I mean, I
cars
don't
were
even
dope.
want to
cars
talk
were
about
sick.
lots of these notes because it's like,
yeah. I
it
mean,
wasn't that great.
4 we don't need to say much
But
about.
Four,
Letty.
didn't we get in
4's in
4,
Mexico.
Didn't we get what's her name, Wonder Woman? I can't
Oh,
never
Gal
remember.
Gadot.
Oh, yeah, you
Gal
do
Gadot.
get Gal Gadot
And
in
what-
4.
And also,
I'll wait till we do Fast 5 before I ask this question. But I have a question about Vin Diesel after these.
and they had
Oh,
that
yeah,
cool
yeah.
scene where they were going
him and
down
her
trying
had
to
like a
drive.
thing.
They had a thing.
They had a thing.
And then in the next one, it's the cop, the Brazilian officer in Fast 5. Remember?
Yeah,
Where he
yeah, yeah.
breaks in and grabs her necklace.
Yeah.
And then she comes back and she's like, "Oh, I thought I was expecting."
She's
something
like,
different
when
than
you
this."
invited me to Brazil, I thought you would
Yeah.
had something else in
I
mind.
don't like
but-
that because
they just kind of like
an idiot.
Well, that's okay because it sets her up for
Han.
to be
I
with
know,
Han,
but
and that's
Han,
like
fucking dude,
the love. It's like Jim and Pam. Han and Giselle is like Jim and Pam's to me. Like,
But
Anyway,
and
you
then
win.
It is. That's
You
a good
win.
match. though.
4 is in
So,
Mexico. We get
yeah.
Braga though.
we
in
find
Mexico.
out in
Yeah.
this one
That race at the beginning that happens at the driving range where it starts by the driving range. That,
Yeah.
that scene is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But we find out in this one that Letty had died. This is what, right? This is Vin Diesel finds out like via
Phoenix.
Yeah.
a story.
They like it was like off screen. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, they did it kind of dirty. I thought whenever they did that. But
I think
then
they had to
we figured
for
out things
certain
later
reasons.
on.
because they're all on the run. They were all on
Right.
the run. So
And I thought this one was going to be really good whenever she did die. You know what I mean? Get it, guys? Because I don't like Michelle
fair,
Rodriguez.
fair.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Lost got better when she died, so I thought.
I
then
didn't know
in
that
this one-
show could get any worse. I've never seen it. It sounds terrible.
I try to watch it. It was
There's
too
also
long,
a short
too much
film that
stuff.
Vin Diesel did in between
See, I didn't see that.
Tokyo Drift.
It's like a
and-
20
Well,
minute-
basically, it's like from the end of the first one till 4.
Is it
Like
good?
they show like what Vin Diesel was up to.
I need to watch that.
It's like 20 minutes long.
Snapping
But anyway,
necks and cashing checks.
it's called
dude.
Los Bandoleros if you want to watch it.
For some reason in my notes it says 2 feet, too furious, because I think we were talking about if they would have took the franchise in a different direction to where they're feet racing, like racing on foot after a while.
running.
It's like about track stars.
Oh my god.
They're like, we hired the most well trained track stars
like
to do the job.
That was some like late night. We were
Yeah.
up late.
2 feet, too furious.
Like Kenyan distance runners running drugs for
Yeah.
you to Mexico.
Oh,
They did something cool in 4. They brought back the original car colors from the first one,
Right.
which is like yellow, blue, maroon,
Yeah.
white.
Another cool thing about this one though is this is like the first time we saw Vin and Paul, Dom and Brian meet back up after he betrayed them or whatever. And in this one,
How have we
we're all
not
criminals.
talked about Vin Diesel's sister at all?
Oh, Mia?
Oh my god!
yeah.
How the
And
fuck have we not talked about her?
I also thought of something else, but it's way back. Jesse. We didn't talk about Jesse.
Oh,
I talked
Jesse.
about Jesse,
And he died.
because he had
That
his
was so
fingernails
sad.
painted.
But that's all you need to
listened.
say.
He should have listened.
He should have listened. Yeah.
It's his own
True.
fucking fault.
you
Anyway,
should've-
continue.
Jesse
Sorry,
was
I
cool
didn't
though.
mean to
Deal's a
interrupt.
deal.
It's all good.
Mia, yes, very crucial to the story.
Yeah, Mia.
Yeah. I
I'm not a
guess.
fan, but she is.
She
important
gets
to the
prettier as
story.
the thing goes on. She's like one of those
I
girls, in
just
my
don't.
opinion.
She's got like little lips and like,
That's the same thing I said.
and then she's got
Did
that
she
line
smell?
around
She's-
her.
I mean, she's
on
still
her cheeks.
fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, okay.
She looks like
Hey,
she's got Pringles
Ain't
in
nobody
her mouth.
perfect, all right? Everybody's got something.
It's like we're looking at the statue of David and we're like talking
She's
like,
still
oh
fine.
look, he's got a stray mark here.
They were like-
miss a chisel.
they're like,
You
Can
looked
we-
in the mirror lately?
exactly.
Can we get you to repeat your lines? Yeah, put those Pringles in your mouth again. Yeah, we like
Whoa,
those.
First off, Pringles are delicious. So,
And she's like,
dude, you're just mad because Pringles are delicious.
Damn, dude, that's some judgmental ass shit.
oh,
Right
so
man.
on this one, I was thinking,
think she was that bad.
that there is no rapper in this one, but then we later found out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
No, I
the
should tell
Dominicans are.
Yeah, those guys are rappers.
They're like rappers, musicians.
See, they even know their own formula. They're gonna get it however they can, even if the public doesn't.
And that's
know.
when we get all the tropical rap.
And
even
that's why
doubled
we
it
got
up.
tropical rap. Oh my god, this tropical ass rap making me feel like I'm in Miami and shit, hanging out with Vin Diesel, wearing fucking wife beaters to the club.
Dale.
Yo, it was pretty good. 4 wasn't like
It wasn't
the best,
bad.
but it was good.
It's, in
the
my
scene where
opinion,
they're racing in the cave, I think.
cave
Yeah.
scene.
That part is pretty sick.
it's
Yeah,
the
that is
weakest.
part
I mean,
of
there
it.
was still
the
good,
movies,
like,
but it's
it was
good.
still, they were still sticking to the formula of, like, we have
Right.
to have a race.
It was, to me, it was at least still, I don't know, like not an Avengers level threat.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what I
yet.
mean? Like that's why I would still, give it a better score than some of the later ones. But that's just my personal preference.
Dude, the
Yeah, but they're constantly, in every movie, they're constantly stepping up the threats.
Yeah.
But the scene where they
Like-
pull up after that cave scene, though, and Phoenix, I think is his name or whatever, he shoots all the drivers that were involved.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
scene
yeah.
is brutal as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, no, I'm going to kill everybody now.
I just feel like it was still a good movie to me, but it just kind of like lacked something. Like they just didn't know what they were
Right.
doing yet. You know what I
Han?
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Han
Yeah.
was Han in that one?
No, I just
Oh, he
lacked
wasn't
on.
in that
You
one.
said
Yeah,
it
he was in the
lacked
That's
next
what it
one.
is.
And I said you
Yeah.
lacked on. Latched on.
Well,
lacked on.
was it, he may have been at the beginning.
No, he wasn't in any of it.
I've had him in my notes. It said Han.
Maybe it was
for
5.
5 minutes.
Maybe I'm thinking
yeah,
about
he was
5.
in it for 5 minutes. He was.
I think it was in the very beginning.
very
They
first
did a
time.
heist or
Yeah,
something
the
at
first
the very
heist.
beginning.
Yeah. That's it. And that's why that one wasn't as good because we needed Han, more Han action.
Anyway,
So part 4, dope or nope.
Dope.
no.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna
no.
go dope.
I'm like a
Just
little bit.
for what it is. I like
It's
it.
like halfway.
That's fine.
But I
That's fine.
it.
That's fine, but it's my least favorite one of
Yeah.
the entire franchise.
Yeah,
I mean,
understand.
It is my least favorite one, too.
I'm not gonna say it's my least favorite one, but
That's
anyways,
fine.
moving on.
Moving on.
Let's do Fast 5, 2011,
Which was
77%.
See,
Fast 5 is so
Fast
sick.
5
Fast
is
5 is
sick.
sick. Fast 5
Low
was
key,
sick.
like I love Too Fast, Too Furious, but Fast 5 is like
So sick.
right behind.
It
that.
might be
Like-
my favorite. Like I said, the first one's the best one, but this might be my favorite one.
Dude, it
Watching
is
this
so
one
good.
blew my mind. I was like, why did I wait so long?
Yep.
These movies have been out forever.
Right.
Why am I waiting
Right.
The
till a
one
pandemic
dude,
to watch
the
it?
one
So
thing though,
good.
like if you didn't know what this movie was about,
Right.
and you watched the opening scene, you'd be like, why did all these racers come and kill this Vin Diesel guy because they like run his bus off the fucking road and just fucking like that shit.
Oh
rolls
yeah, oh
to
yeah.
where I'm
We
like,
didn't say that.
Why did they kill him?
At the end of 4.
Right, at the end of 4,
they show that's like the
up.
best scene of
That
the whole
is.
movie.
It's seriously the
and
most
then they
exciting.
start right back
Yeah.
on 5 with the same scene.
Right. It's like
tight.
that's what I feel like they did. They were like, dude, okay, we're gonna do 4, but at the end of 4, and then the next 3, we've got all of it planned out. And then they're like, well, what about 4? And they're like, well, we could come up with something.
Just throw it together. We'll figure it
Well,
out.
yeah. I mean, that's 5 is where they kind of really made the decision to go like
Balls crazy.
blockbuster action movie, not street racing movie.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So you have to if you switch your mentality from that point on.
see, I don't.
The
think
movies
so.
are awesome.
I still don't think so. I think that this is a middle era, and then there's a newer era. Like I said, after the director, this director, what's his name? Justin Lin. After he leaves, that's when I think the shift to like this crazy Avengers level threat happens.
I can see that.
But even with these, like, yeah, the stakes get higher and stuff, but it still feels
Because they're rubbing the bank.
like it could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though there is a scene in The Matrix towards the end.
This is where we get The Rock for the first time, and his
Yep.
one-liners are
And
awesome.
I hate him in this movie because he says "some bitch."
Some
Fuck off,
bitch.
Dwayne Rock Johnson.
So
Fuck
bitch.
straight off. You don't. He does not say "some bitch." Fuck off. That almost ruined the entire movie for me. We're gonna put the whole "some bitch" back
I don't know,
together.
man. Like he's a
Fuck
big
off.
Samoan dude, but he also like drives big trucks and
yeah.
loves machine guns.
The way
and
he
could probably say
talks-
some bitch if you
I didn't like it. I didn't like him
I'm
in
not
this
going to argue
one.
with those.
I didn't like him in this one because of the way his one-liners ruined a lot of it. For me.
I liked it.
Dude,
I thought it was
seriously, I
hilarious.
thought he did too. I thought it ruined a lot of it
But
because
in
there's
the
a
next
point
one,
I
it
wrote.
was different. But this one, it was almost like he was trying to overact and make it try to fit.
Well,
in,
I think
be
he was
cool.
trying to come in and be like,
So
Over
Be
the
the
I
top.
wrote
Rock.
this one down. He goes, excuse me, I need you to do 2 things for me. And the guy goes, yes, sir. What do you need? And he goes, I need you to contact this person right here and her alone. And the guy goes, well, we have other people. And he goes, nope, I want her specifically because she's the only one that can't be bought off. And then the guy goes, well, what's the second thing you want me to do? He goes, stay the fuck out of my way. And I was like, oh my God, wow.
I loved it. No,
George
I loved
Lucas in here writing fucking lines for
right,
this movie
right.
or
yeah.
something?
I guess I got a totally different feel from it than that.
Right.
But
Which is
guess that's me.
understandable, but-
I felt like he was like it was one of his better performances where he was more just like straightforward military dude, like coming in
A douchebag.
and like
He's a fucking
yeah,
straight up
but he was
douchebag.
like he had this like stone cold demeanor to me, and he was just like barking orders at people, and he's like, do this, do this, do this,
dude, he
and
said
stay the
some
fuck out of
bitch.
my way.
But he said
That's
some
the
bitch.
that's what I got from it, but you know.
Said
I'm with
some
Rabbit
bitch.
on that one. I liked him a lot.
But
I think it was
he
good.
did say it was kind of hard though. Whenever he was like confronting them, and he's like, "Oh yeah, where's your family? You trying to keep them safe? Where's Letty?" And I was like,
Ooh, burn.
"Damn!"
And you can see that look on Vin Diesel's. You know what?
And
pissed
when
me
they have
off
that
that
fist
fight, dude.
that
Yeah.
fist
Dude,
fight is so
you
good.
know Vin Diesel could have killed that motherfucker with that monkey
Oh,
wrench.
yeah, he could have.
But
I
he
know.
didn't.
Yeah.
And that's when Rock was like,
But that
Yeah.
fight was
"Damn."
so
That
good.
was in my nose.
That- that
big
fight was
buff bald
sick.
dudes punching each other.
When they took him through the wall, when they go through that fucking wall, oh my god!
And then hit the table.
And then hit the table, dude. It's so good. It's so
Yes.
That's
fucking
the.
good.
This is the one in Brazil, right?
Brazil.
In Rio.
Yeah.
But we were
They
in
are all
Brazil,
sweaty, dude. In
They're
this
all
movie,
sweaty. It's hot in
they're
Brazil,
fucking
dude. It's
Sweaty
hot in
the whole
Brazil.
movie. I
It's
know,
hot.
I know. But there was a scene where like Rock walks up after all
He's
this
just, like,
action,
dripping-
and he is like
Yeah.
drenched in
Because
sweat.
this is where they meet Vince. They meet back up with Vince.
Vince,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's
got a kid.
He's got scars from that rope.
He's
I
got
was
his
like,
scars.
the attention to detail.
But they
is
all
awesome.
like Hobbs like tracks him down at Vince's place, and they're like get to that fight, and they're like they're doing like parkour on the roofs and shit. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah.
She's pregnant.
Mindy is
mind
pregnant,
you.
and they jump
Yeah.
through a roof. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was
my
so
God.
fucking
but anyway,
cool.
yes,
Oh.
The Rock is like just dripping sweat after the end of that scene.
But the best part of that movie is whenever Vin Diesel finds the phone.
What? What does
Letty's
he do?
phone is that the one where he finds Letty's phone where Paul Walker and Letty were working together? Or is that the next one?
Oh no! That's the next
think that's
one.
6.
It's at the
I
end
got
of
confused.
5. They
the
drop
end.
us a
Yeah.
post-credit scene.
Oh, fair enough.
Right.
Yeah.
My bad, because that scene is terrifying.
okay. This is the most 5 is a heist movie.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what it is. 5 is a heist
definitely.
movie. It's Ocean's 11. So we've got the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is Ocean's
This
11.
one's Ocean's 11.
Basically,
Ocean's
it's a
11
heist
is
movie.
amazing.
They're up against the dude that's running Brazil.
Right.
And they steal all of his. They want to steal
Fred
all of his
Armisen.
money. Yeah, they want to take all of his money and like then disappear.
Also,
like millions of dollars.
This was the beginning of them fucking saying in every movie, we're going to need a team.
Yeah,
We're going to need a team for this.
yeah.
Do you
Get
know
your team
anyone?
together.
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Assemble.
So then, of course,
I
we got
got a
Luda.
team.
They're like, call Luda and Baby
Yep.
Boy. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Well, you
Gal Gadot rides
got
up in her
to.
motorcycle.
Oh, Gal Gadot. Also,
She's so fine.
she was real.
Well,
thin
she was
back
real
then.
skinny, yeah.
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 And then she got Wonder Woman like cut up.
I think
Yeah.
she's better. At
I like
Wonder Woman.
yeah.
Yeah, I
like
think
the
she-
thicker.
She's
Woman's
sexier
good.
as
Cut
Wonder
up,
Woman.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
She was really skinny.
Yeah,
back
she
then,
was
but-
sexy, but the movie's still trash.
Wait, 5?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman. Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, still,
I
it
think
may be
it's-
trash, but it's still the best DC movie that's come
Yeah.
out.
It's not saying a lot. That's what's sad.
I know.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
That's a
Birds of Prey
different
was-
conversation.
Whole different- yeah.
I gotta
Birds of
take
Prey
my
was okay, I
chance.
thought.
I gotta take the time to trash that.
I did think it was
fucking
funny
movie.
when they were trying to get that dude's handprint though, and they
And
like,
she was
Yeah.
like, leave it up to a woman to do a man's job or
Yeah.
whatever she said. Or
and the
leave
dude's
it
just
to a woman.
automatically
Yeah.
like,
God damn, what the fuck? He just went straight for it.
yeah.
Didn't even
Yeah.
warm up to
Damn,
it. Just
dude.
fucking went straight for it, man.
Tyrese.
Fucking-
Wasn't that Tyrese with her?
No, it was
Second
Han.
shit? Oh, was it Han?
with
Oh,
her, yeah.
Han was. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when her and Han started hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But one of the things that did bother me about that is when Luda was like, "I had a past," and he's like this
Oh
fucking
yeah,
badass
yeah.
safe
They-
guy.
That's
Like,
when they
dude,
turn.
fuck off.
That's when they turn Luda from like this dude
an
that, like, owned
organizer
his-
and collecting.
to
Yeah.
like
Donatello.
tech genius dude.
Yeah, that
Right.
was bullshit.
They Donatello
So,
his ass.
They kind of just
It's-
upgraded him a little
Well,
bit.
it's funny they even show like his profile in one of the scenes, and they throw it to him, and it's
He's
like
still got the afro?
He's got the afro, and he's all like, ah, and then it's like you look at him now, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
It's
they
like-
changed your
It's like,
character.
when did you
completely.
have this past? When you were like 15? Like
Right.
when? I don't get it.
Right.
Because you were young and Too Fast, Too Furious.
Right.
You weren't that young.
He's like, I had a life before you know me. But whatever.
But, that,
you know.
but it was still when they were practicing to beat the camera.
That was
Yes,
cool.
yes,
shit.
in that little, wherever they were, that was pretty
warehouse.
sick.
And then Giselle was the first one to like actually pass the test, and then Han was like, I think I'm in love.
Yeah.
That's when
Dude,
he
he
knew.
popped a
That's
boner,
when he
dude.
knew.
popped a fucking boner.
And then like the chick that works with The Rock, like I
The
swear,
Brazilian.
The Brazilian.
is that who we were just talking about?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was talking
Yeah.
about earlier.
The first like 3 scenes where it shows her, she's like getting all squinting, like she's trying to be intimidating, and it started bothering
she's
me
gotta
so
poop?
bad. She'll be like,
Looks like she got a poop.
she's like, Brazil's
show your
best.
tough face.
She's like, Jesus, you taking a shit right now?
She's like, I'm not a super hot Brazilian girl. I'm a police officer. I have to look
I know.
tough.
Is that
Dude,
how?
but I just don't get how Vin picks her. I would have taken fucking Wonder Woman over goddamn.
Yeah.
You know,
Any day of the
I
week.
thought it was funny too in this one that like
She is fine.
Elena? Is that her name? Elena?
I thought it was funny in this one though, like you get to meet, The Rock's crew of like super buff machine gun happy dudes,
Yeah.
and then they all die at one point, and I
know.
was like, "Is this McGruber?"
Elena. It is Elena. Oh my god.
Elena, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They all die.
They
Oh
all
my
die.
god, you did that too?
Because I swear,
Yeah,
it's,
but-
it's like him being like, well, Vin, when you meet the fucking group of the world's toughest, fucking most ripped fucking dudes, and then they die like a little bit later, and he's like, we're family now.
I need a new team. What are you doing?
They saved his ass.
Yeah,
They did save his
they
ass.
did save his ass,
Diesel and
and
Paul
then they
Walker
were
saved his
homies.
Just Ghost. It's fine. It's the Ghost of Paul Walker.
Anyways, yeah, and we got the snacks, Han snack
Been how many
story.
years? It hurt me though.
I think I offended myself.
We got the Han origin snack story in this one.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
smoker.
He smokes cigarettes. Yeah. It's
5
oral
packs a day.
fixation.
I always think it's funny when the characters just like know everything about each other, just from like being like, well, first of all, you've got a scar right behind your ear, so
mean,
and that explains
means your
why you're
dad hit
afraid of
you.
rabbits because
I feel like I'm pretty observant, but not that fucking observant. I'm
Right.
not gonna be like, oh, you eat a lot of food. You smoked, didn't you? I'd be like, you eat a lot of food because you're a fat piece of shit.
Bet your
And
fart
Han's
stinks.
not a fat piece of shit.
I noticed that you
yeah.
have a lisp every time someone talks about doggies. Did yours die and you used to have a speech impediment?
If they have a toothpick, if they constantly have a toothpick in their mouth, or they constantly have a sucker, or they're constantly eating something, they're ex-smokers. Hands
True.
down.
I'm
That's
an
That's
ex-smoker,
true.
Every time.
and I don't.
I mean, you don't have. It's not a. I'm just saying.
False.
Anyways, Houdini don't got shit on these guys because they made all the money in a safe disappear.
Dude, they pulled the safe
That
for
was
2
so-
cars, and how they made
Yeah.
the switch. How they made a
love
switch,
it.
and, dude, that
So
was
good.
so sick.
Yeah.
With the trash.
I remember
the
seeing
trash
it,
truck.
Oh,
I know.
what? How'd they do that? How'd they do that?
And also the fact that they're like dragging this safe and using it as like a battering ram
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like fucking up
Yo,
cars and shit.
I
It's
wish
so
it would have
bad.
showed them hitting somebody with one of those motherfuckers.
Right.
I would have loved to see at least
It would
one
just-
person get
Because
hit by
they're
that.
Squished them like
they're
a
hitting cars that
mosquito.
are driving. I mean, these are cars on the road
Yeah.
that they're hitting, right?
Yeah.
Head on.
And when
There's
they go,
people in
when it
these
goes through the
cars.
bank, and Mia's like, "I'm getting a lot of chatter." She's like, "Did you guys just destroy a bank? Like, how many people?
Yeah.
It would
How
have
many
been so
people
funny
died?"
if Vin
I
or
know, I
fucking
don't know.
Paul Walker would have just been like, yeah.
Gotta crack a couple eggs. You want to make an omelet? I'm going to crack some eggs.
And this is what I mean, like, it did become an action movie because they did shit like pull safes with their
Yeah.
car and use them
Right.
as battering rams. Battering rams.
Rams.
Battering.
But,
Battering rings.
but
like
but I
onion
would-
rings,
but-
you batter them.
it was like still to a point where you could like, okay, it's fine. It's whatever.
This is where to me it got like
No, it's
Pirates of
more
the
than fine.
Caribbean.
It's
was
like
fucking legit.
amazing.
This is like a Pirates of the Caribbean
It's
movie.
like the
where,
best one.
I think
Yeah.
I think like I love Too Fast and Furious because Eva Mendes. However, 5 is fucking sick.
It's just
Yeah.
fun, man. Like, and everything
Yes.
goes right for them. Like,
Right.
oh, I'm gonna go do this.
just
and
pull it
Yeah.
off.
They just something happens.
And then there's the twist. They give you the twist.
Right.
They switch
Also-
the saves.
Dude.
when
They got
when
all the
Rock-
money.
When the Rock looks in the safe and he starts
He just starts
laughing,
laughing.
it's
Yeah.
like.
He's,
And when, but my
But the
favorite
next scene,
Yeah.
when they open the safe,
my favorite
Yeah.
scene is when the Rock goes.
Oh.
He's like, "You got 24 hours. I'm coming for you." And Vin Diesel goes, "No, you're not."
oh, you know.
I was like, "That's cool as fuck." He's hard as fuck to be able to say
Yeah.
some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was this movie when I realized that Tyrese looks like a Cenobite from the Hellraiser movies. Too,
I thought you were talking about Cinnabon.
We take a little small
Like
one.
one of
I'm
the
like,
small ones.
He's like-
Like,
like-
oh,
he's
guess
like
we'll let this
Chattermouth.
shine, I guess.
Frost.
Yeah.
With the teeth, he's got those teeth.
But
He
anyways,
is. I mean, he is Chattermouth, kind of.
the very
He's
last
the mouth,
things
the crew.
in my notes are the fact that after the movie ends, we get a post-credit scene where Eva Mendes brings up a file, and it says, "There's been some activity. You better look who it was." And it's Letty. Yeah, Return
Yeah.
of the Letty.
Return of the Lentai.
That's
Wow,
so-
man.
There's only one return.
You didn't write that down, man. That's just right off the head. That's good.
Well, it's in here somewhere.
Oh, is it?
Return of the Letty.
Oh, there it is.
Because in 6, Rabbit
Yeah, we
was
watched
like,
that
"This is like
together.
Empire," and I was like, "Yeah, but it's also like Return of the Letty." Just talking about how bad that one was, and like someone else was with us, and they were like, "I just watched that the other day," and it was like pretty sick. I didn't want to like it, but it was sick.
Dude,
and
the,
then,
reason
so I was like, "All right,
the reason I
whatever."
had to watch a lot of these is because my father-in-law, he fucking absolutely loves the Fast and
Oh
Furious.
yeah, he sounds like a badass dude.
My type of guy.
And so like the reason I had to watch Fast 5 was because he's like, "Oh, this was years ago." He was like, "Dude, come on, watch this with me." I'm like, "I don't want to. There's 3 Fast and Furious movies. The rest of them are trash." And he's like,
Wrong.
"Just watch it." And I watched it and was like, "Damn.
Fast
this
5
movie's
is
sick
so
as
good.
fuck."
So
I think I'm saying Fast 5 is probably the best one
agree.
of the whole entire franchise.
Oh, God, Eva Mendes.
It really is.
Eva Mendes.
I mean,
See, I
she's
heard-
great, but she doesn't carry the franchise.
No, you're right. You're right. But she should have.
And when they pop that safe at the very end,
the reveal.
The
the
reveal.
reveal,
The reveal,
oh,
I was like,
it's
oh.
so good. It's so satisfying.
Dude, Vin
blew
Diesel's
my
been
mind.
he's been to school for everything, dude. He's been to fucking heist college. He's been to fucking
Fight
He's been to
college.
Tokyo Drift College. Shit, he took his American muscle car to Japan just to kick some little Asian dude's ass.
American muscle.
Yeah, he's like the football player that got a 1500 on his SAT. You know what I'm saying?
Fabio. Sorry, we didn't talk about how
Brains and brawn. You know what I'm saying?
Tyrese called that guy Fabio.
Right.
Even though Vin Diesel has the absolute worst one-liners of the entire series. Like
Yeah, he really does.
his
Oh,
one-liners
yeah.
are so bad. Even though they call him back and it's kind of cool. they're just so
Family.
cheesy. Family's fine. I'm fine with that one. There's other things that he.
The later ones, like you
Yeah.
could play drinking games with the word
Exactly.
family.
Well, yeah,
You-
but
You can have any beer you want as long as it's
he's
a
like,
Corona.
you cut your foot on the tiger's neck. You know? And then later on, they call it back. And he's like, you just took your foot off the tiger's neck.
That's so stupid.
Oh my God.
Like, it's kind of cool, but it's like really bad.
Right. Like if you're in the moment, like being like, "Oh, I could almost smell the cars racing," and then he says that, you're like, and then you think about it, and you're like, "Oh, no,
Yeah.
no."
But that's that's what I love about it. I know it. Like, it's bad. It's cheesy,
terrible.
but it's super fun and
Right.
awesome
They're
to
just
watch.
fun. Yeah, they're just fun movies to watch. I mean, they're not going to win an Oscar for acting. They might for special
No,
effects.
not even close.
Maybe editing.
But it was something
but-
that hasn't been done. Like when it, like the car thing, they did everything with cars. That's
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
cool. Is it,
And they
it
start
stuck
and
to
they
it.
and they
Most
branch
of
out.
things
I like the
were-
fact that they branch out and show you different types of cars.
Yeah.
It's not just rice burners
Right.
or whatever.
And a lot of that
and
stuff was
muscle
practical.
cars.
Right.
It
It's
was
not just
actually real
it's not just the
cars.
two. It's not import
It's
and
except
muscle
later
car.
on where they're jumping buildings.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
they got all
that's
kinds of
But
shit.
you know, whatever. We'll talk about that the next
Yeah.
time.
They
Yeah.
get
so-
they got a tank in there. They got
So Fast
That's
Fast
Oh, that
Five,
was cool.
Dope or nope?
fucking huge
Yeah.
dope.
This
Fast
one's
Five
dope.
is double dope.
Dope,
You know
dope.
what? I'm going double dope.
I'll give it a double.
Double dope.
I'm only putting
Double
one
dose
thumb.
of
I'm
dope.
only putting one thumb on the
I
screen.
really, really like it.
That's fine.
Double dose of dope.
That's fine.
Double dose dope.
We'll be back next week
Cool, I
with the
can
rest of them.
I'll rewatch them again.
I'm totally gonna rewatching
I
this.
probably
again.
am too because I had to skip a couple that I had seen before.
I mean,
but
I'm-
it's just
I
been a
watched them
while.
all, but I'll
I'm not
rewatch
gonna
them.
rewatch it. I'm definitely not gonna rewatch these.
I bought all of them. There's no watch it.
Well, I'm not gonna
Sports
rewatch
on.
Star Wars, but I
Bro,
had to
you
do that.
you shut
Oh,
your damn
come
dirty mouth,
on.
Rabbit.
You-
Shut your
Rabbit
damn dirty
knows
mouth.
he's still been into Star Wars since we did that
He's
thing.
still bitter.
It's because y'all don't stop talking about it.
What's wrong with talking about Star
Anyway.
Wars?
No,
Let's review Rogue One. I got time.
The only thing that could improve this franchise is laser swords. I'm just saying.
Look,
Yeah.
But listen, I'm not counting him out.
crossover.
Counting him out.
If you put
The next one
laser
could
swords-
fucking have laser swords.
dude,
for all I
Cross
know.
all we need is one of them
over.
to say light speed, and they fucking do it in one of their
So-
cars.
We need a crossover.
I'm in. Dude, how do you fucking Fast and the Furious Star War?
Doesn't Hector? Hector will bring it
You
together.
got the Hectorverse.
Yeah,
No,
Hectorverse.
we already decided that.
Yeah,
Didn't we already decide in one video that?
that
That
Hector
Fast and
was
Furious
in.
is-
Hector was in Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah,
or
and
something
so
like that.
Fast and the Furious is in the Marvel universe.
Right.
So it's already in there.
Well, yeah, no, he was the guy that his cousin talked to.
Yeah.
Cousin
Right.
I was at
Yeah.
a wine tasting. You know, I don't get down on the friends.
I feel like there's gonna be one part in a Marvel movie where, like, in a fucking Ghost Rider movie or something, and they're gonna be like, "We could settle it with a race," and then fucking Vin Diesel shows up.
Hell
Or Hector
yes.
shows up. And he's
Who?
got his Hector shows up
Hector
with his
shows
fucking
up.
Honda Civics and his Dickies with his socks pulled up.
You know he's driving an Impala too, though. I don't know why they put him in a rice burner. Hector's driving an Impala. I know this.
All right, but we'll continue this
Anyway.
next time
this.
whenever the movies start getting real bad.
Good.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
They're all
I'm
good.
just kidding, Rabbit. But that's
That's
my
fine.
opinion.
I don't care.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Anyways, leave us a comment. What's your favorite Fast and the Furious movie that we've reviewed so far? Did you think any of them were stinkers, or do you think that's going to be the next video we do? Leave us a comment.
They can't be worse than 4.
No.
Yeah, 4 was pretty bad. We'll say that.
But even
It was still good. It just wasn't as
yeah,
good.
yeah, I like 4. I don't
I mean, it's like eating shitty pizza. It's still pizza.
still pizza.
Right.
You know?
Anyways, yeah, leave us a comment. Tell your friends about us. Tell your mom about us. We haven't actually been promoting that your mom might like the
Your
show.
mom, because
Your
she was
mom.
probably old enough to watch this before she had you.
Well, I'm the only,
man.
I'm
She's
the only
probably
single
our
one
age.
here, so what's
She's-
up?
Your mom's gonna be like, "Oh, I watched those boys, and they wear tight pants under
I
that table."
I need that
tell
guy
you
named
that.
Rabbit. You know a guy named Rabbit fucks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know.
That's why he's called Rabbit.
All he does.
We'll post his number at the bottom. Have your mom give him a call.
All right.
Just don't tell my grandma, please.
See you later, nerds.
Bye, guys. Dude, Rabbit fucks.